Naoya anyways KO victory of Yi Jun Kim keeps him on track for what an official with Top Rank said will be a relatively quick turnaround for his planned return to fight in Las Vegas in the spring and to maintain as many as 4 fights for this year. I think they're tripping with that 4 fights. You remember before he fought Stephen Fulton in 2023, he suffered an injury in training camp, and I think he only ended up fighting twice that year. So four fights is ambitious. I know we complain that these guys don't fight enough, but for the opponents they want him to fight, he just got that bag with Riyadh season. 4 fights is hella ambitious, but it continues while Inoue and his promoters were originally targeting an April date in Las Vegas. The postponement caused by injured IBF Mando Sam Goodman delayed the bout 1 month and will push Inoue's likely meeting with WBC top ranked Alan David Picasso of Mexico to May or June, with a bout to follow in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh season, and possibly a year-end showdown with fellow countryman bantamweight champion Junto Nakatani. It's either going to be end of this year or early 2026. Well, we know late last year we saw reports that he said he wasn't going to fight Nakatani this year, and that fight likely won't happen until 2026. So all this is still up in the air. I can see him fighting 3 times this year. Of course, if an injury doesn't happen, the WBA, they have threatened to strip Inoue for not fighting their mandatory challenger MJ Akhmadaliev, which doesn't make sense. Anyway, he's the cash cow. These sanctioning bodies, they get money off these fighters. They pay sanctioning fees. So why wouldn't you want the cash cow to be the champion? And he's definitely going to pay whatever sanctioning fees are requested of him. But you never know. They stripped Canelo. Well, the IBF did. They stripped Crawford. Again, that was the IBF. But these guys, they will do that. So we'll see what's going to happen. And my prediction, just my thoughts from everything I've read, going back to late last year, and of course this report here. I think anyway, obviously he just beat up Kim, knocked his bitch ass out. He's gonna fight, Picasso, um, April, May. I don't see it happening in June. I could see April or May. Remember, Picasso fought late last year, so he's going to want to get back to the ring as well. So I could see that April, May, and then I could actually see him fighting MJ Akhmadaliev Riyadh season. MJ's with Matchroom. Eddie Hearn is doing business with Turkey Al Sheikh. That's an easy fight to make. Put it on Riyadh season, for later this year. So I can see anyway. Those are his 3 fights to end the year. These are just my thoughts and opinions. I mean, anyway, he just got the bag from Riyadh season. Yeah, we're pocket watching. He got the bag. When that happens, a lot is expected of you. A lot of people, anyway, he brings out the troll babies, man. A lot of people saying, yo, he ain't fought nobody. The usual arguments. Name his last 5 opponents. Who has he fought? All the bullshit you see on social media. So even when he does fight in Vegas, nobody the fans out here in the US, they're not gonna know who Picasso is. And when Inoue knocks him out, they're gonna say the same thing. So I would say the advantage of him fighting in Vegas is if you really want to see Inoue fight in real time, you know, you could go to Vegas, see him fight, because he's likely not coming back to fight. And I wouldn't be surprised. It's gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound far fetched. But when he does fight in Vegas, whether it's April or May, don't be surprised if you see Tank Davis at the fight. Tank's fighting March 1st. So that gives him plenty of time. Tank's only fighting twice this year. Then he said he's gonna retire. We'll see if that's true or not. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Tank at the fight. Kind of like how Inoue was at Shushu's fight. They acknowledge each other. Tank at the fight. It sounds crazy as shit. I don't want to see that fight happen. But what boxing. They're all about, putting butts in seats, making the biggest fights happen. Listen, man, the boxing world will go crazy if we ever get a side by side picture with Tank And anyway, even though Tank shitted on everyone who's doing business with Riyadh season, he did wish anyway good luck against his fight against Kim. So we'll see. These are just my thoughts and opinions. But drop a comment down below. Be sure to hit the thumbs up, like the video, share with a friend of a friend, and last but not least, subscribe to Dro Fats TV.